Hello geometers, and welcome to the video examples of isometries, translations, and vectors. And a translation here is it means to move along a straight line, to move something along a straight path, or perhaps many straight paths. Okay? And the rule here that we're given in this particular problem is to move x over 6 units and to move y down 3 units. In other words, to the right 6 and down 3. So what is the image of A where it's located at 3, 2? Well, it's 3 and 2 to start with. Okay. But we're moving it over by 6 and negative 3. So subtract 6 from here, and add 6 to here, and subtract negative 3 to the y coordinate, and this gives us that a prime. And this is the prime notation here is to put an apostrophe right next to the letter, and this is just a way to match the original picture with the translated picture. So or the translated point. So this new coordinate is 9 and negative 1. Okay. And I'll let you try number 2 here on your own. And so this is called the image. A prime here is called the image of A after its translation. Now numbers 3 and 4 ask us for the pre-image. So this is like saying you have C here at some mystery point that you don't know about. You translate it, x plus 6, y minus 3, and you end up with C prime as 2, negative 7. So the question is, well, where did you start it from? So if you started from some mystery spot, moved over 6 units, and ended up at 2, so in order to find the starting point, you just do the opposite. 2, you take the image, 2, and then you subtract 6, in this case, because we're trying to do the reverse direction, or the opposite, and then negative 7, which is the y coordinate of the image, and then add 3. And so we get that the coordinates of C is negative 4 and negative 4. Alright, and this terminology here, pre-image, is the original before we did any sort of transformation to it, and the image is what we have after the transformation. So a very brief introduction to translation and isometries. Now let's look at an example on an xy coordinate plane. So we have this triangle ABC here, and we want to graph both its image and its pre-image. And to graph, well, let's start out by drawing some xy coordinates, or xy axes. And I'm doing this in pencil, so it actually kind of pales in the background. We want to turn most of the attention to the image, not to the axes here. So x and y. And remember, whenever you graph, you need to have a scale, otherwise the graph makes no sense. So let's put a scale of 1 and 1 here. And now let's see where these points are. Okay, so let's graph ABC. Negative 1, 1 is here. 4, negative 1 is 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative 1 is down here. That's B. And C is 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 up here. So this is triangle ABC. Connect that with a straight edge. And now a question asks us to graph, that's the image, this is the pre-image, and let's graph its image. So move everything to the left 3 units and up 5 units. So let's take A here and move it to the left 3, 1, 2, 3, and up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this will be A prime. B, move to the right 4. No, move to the left 3. 1, 2, 3. And then up 5 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is where B is located. C, left 3, 1, 2, 3, and then up for 1, 2, 3. Ooh, I'm just off the screen here. Okay, so this is B prime, and up here is C prime. You know what? I realized I made a mistake, and the reason it occurred to me that I made a mistake is that these two pictures, they don't look like they're the same size. Okay, if we did this all correctly, the original triangle and the new triangle should be the same size. They should be congruent to each other. So I think B here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think B prime actually belongs there. So that's not a big deal. We can change our image. Slightly messy here, but we can still see it. So this point here is actually B prime. Okay? And now that looks a little bit more proportional. In fact, these two triangles look congruent. In the next part of the video, I'll show you how to determine if something is congruent or not before and after. So I'll leave it to you to try this number 6 here on your own. And I'm going to end this video here, start another one that discusses vectors.